Hey guys, I'm glad you're here. I hope you can tag somebody. This is going to be a very important teaching for a lot of people out there, because there's a lot of people that I know are looking for the job, man. Looking for a job, you need one. I'm not belittling that whatsoever. There's a lot of people that you need a job. I mean, that's just plain and simple. Tag somebody, hit the wow face if you want, but tag somebody and say, hey, this teaching is going to be for you, because I'm going to give you 3 ways how you can find your ideal job in a short period of time. Now, it's going to take a couple of days, couple of weeks, might even take a couple of months, and I know you may not have that, but stick with it, okay? If you don't know me, my name is Matt Stafford, and I'm the founder of the Senior Referral Academy. You can click the link below and listen to a 6-figure webinar if you like. If not, just get the teaching today. But here's the 3 things you need to do to find a job. Number 1, you have to define what kind of job is it that you want. Be clear about it. There's too many options that are out there. I hear people all the time, hey, it doesn't matter, man. Just give me a job. I need a paycheck. I just need some money coming in. I don't care what it is. You know and I know that's not true. You're not willing to do anything and everything for money. So clearly define what kind of job you want and stick with that. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're good at sales, okay, or you want a sales job. Define what kind of sales job that is. You say, well, I can sell anything, man. I can sell ice to an Eskimo. It doesn't really matter. Well, okay, that could be true, but do you prefer going door to door? Is the answer yes or no? And depending on what it is, keep going down that road. Or do you prefer to sell on the telephone? If that's you, then okay. If not, if you kind of stutter or you don't have a real good feeling about when you talk to people over the phone, you'd rather be face to face, define what kind of sales job you like. Let me give you another example. Let's say you're a secretary. Ladies, you want to go get a secretarial job. You say, man, I'm willing to do anything. I know how to type. I can answer phones. It doesn't really matter what office environment I'm in. That's not true. Get real with yourself and define exactly what kind of job you want. Let me give you an example. Some of you ladies out there like to dress up. My wife loves to dress up, right? She loves getting in her heels, getting all dressed, looking great, looking fine. I like that when we go out to eat. That looks good for me, right? Hey, but you might want to dress like that when you go on your job. If that is, then you look for a secretarial job where you can dress to kill, man, looking great. Or you might be a little more relaxed. You like going in jeans. You like just kind of dressing down a little bit. So maybe that's a different environment. That's a construction site or just an office environment where they don't require you to dress up as much. So clearly define what kind of job it is that you want. And once you do that, you're going to be able to be in a better place. And then once you define what kind of job you want, you have to decide to go for that job. Okay? Meaning that you cannot just have the masses that's out there, all these jobs that are available. Let me just click my resume to all of them. Let me just make phone calls to 10, 15, 20 people a day. Let me just put it all over Facebook. I don't have a job. I need one. Willing to take anything. Don't do that. Get clear about what you want. And then when you decide to go for that one particular job, go for it. Don't procrastinate, man. Cut down on all the other options that are out there. Get clear, get tunnel vision into what you want to do. Let me give you an example. A number of years ago, there was a job that I wanted, but the job required 5 years of experience in that industry. Dude, I didn't have 5 minutes of experience in that industry, but I defined what I wanted. I decided that I wanted that job, and then I went after it, and I was able to get it. Now, it doesn't guarantee you're going to get it just because you're going to decide to get it, but that brings me to the third one. The third area in how to find a job is deliver. You've got to be able to deliver yourself to the company. You're going to be an asset to that company. They're going to love you, and you got to go in with some confidence knowing that you're selling yourself. I've seen others, and including myself, but I've seen other people get jobs that I've interviewed, came in with a lot of confidence. They're radiant. They're great people. They clearly understood who they were. They decided what kind of job they wanted. They decided they were going to get that job, and they went and they delivered themselves to the point where the company bought them in a sense that, hey, all right, come on in. We'd love to have you. So what are the areas under deliver that you're going to have to do and you're going to have to sell? You're going to have to sell your character. You're going to have to sell who you are. You're going to have to sell that this is who I am. I got a strong work ethic. I'm a person that likes to rise up early. I'm a person that when I start a task, I complete it to the end. I'm a team player. You get all these different things that you go into your character, okay, and who you are. And don't lie about this, okay? But man, understand your strengths and play those strengths at the table, at the interview to get the job that you define that you want, that you decided that you wanted, and now it's time to deliver. So come down to the character, and then as you're in there with some character, you've got to be confident. You got to produce some confidence. Don't go in there being all shy and going, well, I don't know if I can do this or not. I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to give it a try. And most of the time the company's going, I ain't willing to give you a try, I tell you that. You got to produce some confidence, man. Give some examples of things that you have done in the past that's going to benefit you now in the present at this job. It could be if you're in your early 20s, maybe it's something you did in school. How you were a great athlete, or maybe you were just class president, or maybe there was an organization that you volunteered with and you exercised some organizational skills there. Whatever it may be, deliver those examples, and that would be a form of confidence as you're at the table. Okay? So you got the character, confidence, and then you're going to have to provide some competence, some skill set. All right? This here you might say, well, man, I just don't have it. Well, that goes all the way back here to defining what you want. And you decided. Now, if you decided this is kind of job you want and you don't have C, you better do some research like I did with that job when I wanted, and they wanted 5 years of experience and I didn't have any of it. I had to do a lot of research about the company, about that industry, and then I had to kind of put my strengths along with what they wanted. And I didn't necessarily have done those. I haven't done those things before, but I was able to convince them, hey, I can get it done with the right amount of training and coaching. My character's strong. My confidence is high. I can bring what I bring to the table. You're going to want to train and get me out there, and we'll be successful. And that one particular company, I ended up selling one particular item. They sold more than anybody in the country, and they were glad that I was there, and I was glad I was there. It was a great company to work for. But this is what you do, guys, and when you want to find a job. Define what kind of job. Be crystal clear. This gives you a target. Okay? Man, don't just kind of, just shoot at everything. Man, aim at a target. Define what you want. And that just brings it all in together. And then you go after it. You decide that is what you're doing. And don't let the naysayers, don't let people saying, well, you really don't qualify for that job. It doesn't matter if they think you qualify for the job. It matters if your potential employer thinks you have the qualifications for that job. So don't allow your naysayers to judge you or discredit you from that job. Allow your future employer to say you don't have the skill set. But then that's when you define, you come down here to delivering yourself is with character and confidence. Go in with some confidence. And let me tell you how you go in with confidence. If you're not naturally confident as a person, you're more, going in going, okay, I'm really not sure what to say. I've kind of rehearsed everything, but I'm just unsure. Well, what you want to do is you want to go in and be yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not, number one. But number two, think about something in your life that you achieved something. Okay, I don't care if it's jumping out of an airplane to, getting a paper route. I can tell you a whole story about that when I was like 12 years old and getting a paper route. Whatever it may be, it's just think about something you achieved, and that's going to bring the confidence. And you walk in thinking about that, thinking about something, a victory you have experienced, and that will elevate your confidence. And hopefully you've done the homework and have a little bit of skill set to go with the job. But guys, that is how you find a job. If you want to learn how to establish a six-figure income working out of your house, click the link below. I would love to share with you. You can, visit the free webinar, obviously, schedule a free 15-minute consultation with myself, and I would love to go over this with you. It's an absolute career that is elevated my game, and my wife and I, we love it. It's a family business, and that's why I do these teachings out of my home office. This is where I work every single day. I don't necessarily go to a location to work, an office. This is my office. I mean, I may go somewhere for appointments, but most of what I do is right here, and that's why I want to invest in you. I want to invest in you and certain skills and things that you can do. And even if you don't choose to do what I do or go into the webinar looking for a six-figure income working from home, but you need to get out and get a job. So again, tag somebody in this. They're going to need to hear this. These are 3 proven areas that you need to get a job, to find what you want, decide it, and deliver yourself at the table. I hope this has been helpful for you. God bless, and I'll talk to you next time.